Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are continuing our Laravel Ajax CRUD of image application. So guys, now in this video we are going to delete the record, okay, with the image and the data, okay. So guys, now let's get started with it. So first let's move to this table where we have fetched the data using jQuery. Let's get back. So guys, this is the function where we have fetched the record, okay, and this is the delete button where we have that ID, okay. So these are the IDs. When I click this delete button, a pop-up model should come where inside that pop-up model I need this ID, okay. So guys, let's get started to build that. So let's start with jQuery on event document where you're going to tell that is click, and on what click, the delete button where I have created the class. So just add dot and push that class event where event dot prevent default function, and inside this create a variable called emp id is equal to dollar open and close this dot val function, okay. And now when I click this, I need to open the model first. So what model we will open? We are going to copy the same model but remove all this form. So let's get back and move back on the top. Let's minimize this. Let's copy this model and paste back. Mention this as delete employee model, okay. Copy and end it, and delete model. Now we don't require this, just remove that. Only give h4 tag. Are you sure you want to delete this data, okay. And you will tell over here yes, delete with the submit button. So let's make it to button. Remove this form, we do not require. Just one simple input to store the value of the employee ID. So give the ID where deleting employee ID, we'll mention this. Perfect. So guys, we are making this input type text only because we want to see the ID is present or not. So make the title to delete employee and give this button name as delete model button, okay. The model ID, so delete employee model. Copy this employee model because we are working on this only. Let me just minimize this function, it's taking too long. Dollar delete employee model where I want to tell show, and after this I want to paste this employee ID into that input field of value attribute, okay. So what ID? So this deleting employee ID, let's pass it. I'm getting confused, so let me just push this down. It's very clear now. Save, and now guys, let's refresh. Delete on this, you can see ID number 4. Let's delete with the ID 2. Delete, you can see ID number 2. Perfect. So with this ID we are going to delete the data. So let's get back and first make it to hidden, HIDDEN hidden, and then start the code to delete the data. So jQuery on event we will check document where I'm going to use click event only. So click, on what click? So that is delete employee button. Okay, so copy this. In the class we have given, copy, and let's see that it is same. Yes, delete where. Okay, so let's replace that. Okay, done. And now pass that event where use prevent default function, and after this you're going to tell variable id is equal to your dot value. What value you are getting? You are deleting emp id from your input field. Okay, so from that input field you are sending to Ajax request jQuery Ajax with the method delete we are going to use, and URL we will tell delete employee, and where we are going to concatenate with the id, this id. Okay, and the data we are not sending anything. Pass the data type in JSON format and then get the success. So before that, let's create a route. Copy this, go to web.php, create a route with the delete method. Okay, so pass that, open and close id. With the help of your controller you are going to delete the record from the destroy function. Copy and go to your employee controller and create a function. As simple, guys. Let me just paste and copy another. Let's minimize this first. Copy this, because almost the same code for destroy is similar. So we are getting that id from your route. Okay, so delete employee route, we are getting the id, we are searching for the id, and if that id is found then you're in, else id not found. Okay, so once you found the id you need to tell employee, you'll tell delete function. Okay, you're not going to pass anything over here. Employee deleted image successfully. Okay, this will be a message. You are deleting the record, but what in case of image? So for that also create the path is equal to where the path is. You can find that inside my uploads folder, employee folder, uploads folder, employee folder / dot, where you're finding the id, right? So from this employee you're finding the image also. So what record exists over here, that image you're finding that and then deleting it. So let's use if condition where file : exist exists function $path. So if it exists means you are going to delete the record with the help of delete function. Okay, so this will delete your photo also, image also, and then record also, and show this data is deleted successfully. So now guys, let's get back and take this status 200 and 404. So on this response you are going to check if response dot status is = 404. if it is not found, so at that time you are going to show that alert response dot message. Okay, and just close the model. So what model? This model, your delete employee model to hide. Done. Else if response, so your response dot status = 200. if it is success means you are going to do the same thing. You are going to show the message close the model, and then you're going to like delete, closing the model, and then you have to reload this page. Okay, I mean not page, reload this function. So to reload, you need to call that function. Copy this, you'll call this function where you're going to reload all the data using jQuery Ajax. So save, and now let's test it. Refresh. So now we are going to delete this data, and without the page reload, it will delete the data with the image. Okay, so this image also will get deleted. Let's click delete. Yes, delete. Employee image deleted successfully. Click. The data 4 has been deleted, and you can see that the image also is deleted. Perfect. So guys, we have successfully completed our Laravel CRUD image with Ajax. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.